It's time to see a couple of pitches right now, and the other 4 teams that are going to pitch on the main stage are going to be here shortly. So I invite my colleague George. George.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see him, and he told me that he might be a little bit late. So I was afraid I might have to make stand-up comedy right now until George came. The floor is yours. Thank you.
We are never late. So, hi everybody. I'm George, your program manager for the startups. And happy to see you here again. We're gonna listen to another 4 pitches from some great companies that we've selected from Central and Eastern European region. They are going through this program, which is a mentoring program and also a competition. And they're gonna pitch on stage for prizes of $20K US that are given by our great supporter, Ixia. We're gonna have a nice jury who are gonna do the feedback session, and they're gonna do the Q&A for each of the pitches, which I'm gonna invite on stage now. So I would like to invite Rune, CEO of Rockstart. Hi, Rune. Yeah, thank you. This year we also have Andrei Brașoveanu, investor from Accel Partners, one of the biggest investment firms in tech. Thank you for helping us. And most of us already know Mălin Ștefănescu, a very active angel investor in Romania. Come join us, Mălin. Thank you. So I'm going to invite now on stage one of my favorite pitches in terms of energy and delivery. So I'm going to set the bar very high for you, and I expect you to go above it. So I invite on stage Fentury.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Lisa and I'm the CMO of Fentury, the superhero finance software. I have a question for you. Whom of you wants to have more money? Right. And do you know for what are you spending your money on? Not that many. But that's okay. People around the world are trying to keep track of their money using spreadsheets, internet banking, some expense apps, but it takes a hell of a lot of time. Just basic management takes you around 5 hours a month. And who have that much time to do that? And we came with a solution. We've developed Fentury, the personal finance manager, which brings automation to your finances. Now you can connect all your bank accounts, e-wallets, and even a Bitcoin, and all the data will be organized and updated for you, so you can always be in touch with your finances, being it your mobile or web. Sounds awesome, right? But how does it actually work? We've developed an API in-house which connects more than 2,000 banks from 40 countries already. But we haven't stopped there, and we've created a categorization engine which attributes meaningful categories to each of your transactions. It integrates more than 2 million points of sales globally and have a 93% of accuracy. So basically what does it actually mean? That you just connect your banks, get the list of your transactions, and can get a deep insight into your finances, so you can finally start budgeting and planning ahead and just enjoy your life. In terms of market size, only in Europe there are more than 140 million mobile users who are buying financial apps. An interesting fact is that only on Facebook there are more than 50 million mobile users from Europe as well that are interested in personal finance. And the market is continuously growing by 7% each year. And we want to have a good piece of this pie. 30 million of users are going to be ours in 2 years. Fentury is a subscription-based model which costs $499 a month, or you can save even here 16% by buying yearly subscription. Of course we have some competitors, but we have 2 main differences for them. Unlike Mint, which is present only in US, in Canada, we cover there are more than 40 countries already, and we are constantly extending our list of supported providers. The second main difference is, unlike other expense trackers, which you need to add all the expenses manually, Fentury is doing everything automatically for you. So you save time, and you will need just 5 minutes to get a complete overview of your finances. So far so good. We've released the web version 2 months ago, and the best part, we are already having paying customers. And not stopping here, While we speak, the big guys, Google and Apple, are reviewing our mobile apps, which are expected to come in December. So from the beginning of 2016, we start our marketing campaign, starting with Romania, and then continue further to Europe and to Latin countries. So, 16 registered users in less than 2 months, from which 20% are staying active, and all of this with zero marketing. And all of this is possible thanks to our awesome team, led by our CEO, Dmitry, who had a huge experience in finance software development. He also worked with credit card processing in the past, saving millions of people from possible fraud. Our CTO developed his own personal finance manager who had 50,000 users, and it was our alpha testing ground for Fentury. And me, fresh blood with creative approach to user engagement. And with all of that combined experience, we've created Fentury, your money saver. And of course, we are growing bigger and we have some needs. The first one is investments. We've already raised $500,000 and we are looking for the next round or smart investments. The second one is smart people. If you're experienced in software development on the global scale and if you're passionate about fintech as we do, then you should definitely join us. Thank you for your attention and go to Fentury.com, try it for 1 month for free and see how helpful Fentury will be for you. Thank you.
So, were they talented? I think they're pretty talented. So, any questions?
Sure. So, congratulations on a very nice pitch. Can you share any data on engagement? I mean more around how your users engage with the product. What kind of financial decisions do they take after they get those insights?
Yes, of course. We've developed just the basic functional for the moment, so you can connect your banks, you can get an analysis, and you can plan budgets ahead. The second step that we are currently started to work on based on the data that we already are getting anonymously, we are going to make notifications that will help you to understand what you can do better. For example, I went to the city and I buy something in this store. And then I understand that, for example, we can see that other people in the same city buy the same products in another store with a bit less percent. So we can just let you know that, hey, do you know that the same product costs here a bit less? Or another example would be that, for example, you want to buy, a car in 6 months, for example. And then you just said that I want to buy a car which will cost this amount. How much money I should save on on each month? And then we help you to understand how you can minimize other costs so you can afford yourself a car in this amount of money. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, and same here. Very nice pitch. Well done. I didn't see any slides on how you're planning to get to your customers. Are you using the banks as a distribution channel, or what's your plan?
We have several channels. First of all, we are going to use social media as Facebook. The second one is media partnership on the local market. So basically, we are going country by country, and each country we establish a partnership with media platforms which are going to market for us in this local country, because it's important to get understanding of the people and their needs in each country, because everyone has a different mentality, so this will be a second approach. And the third one, of course, Google Ads, and because, for example, in Latin countries, people are still more using web than mobile, and that's another third approach that we are going to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Something interesting happened this edition of Startup Spotlight. We selected, actually a third of the startups that we selected are in hardware, and they're actually like pretty well advanced, and hardware it's really hard to do. Dixnay's guys went through all the stages: design, prototyping, manufacturing, and now they're actually going into distribution, so you can actually buy the product. So I invite on stage Melissa Climate.
Ooh, come on! When should I start?
Now it's a good time.
It's already running. Hello, my name is Lyubomir Yanchev, and I'm the CEO of Melissa Climate. We make your air conditioner super smart. Okay, guys, you all know what this is, right? An air conditioner, and it's great because it keeps us warm in the winter and cool in the summer. But there is one secret about it that nobody talks about. It's dumb. It doesn't know anything about you. It doesn't know what temperature you like, when you get up in the morning, when you come home from work, and all those things. So every time you gotta operate it manually. When you get home, you turn it on, right? But if there is no one in home in the winter, we often end up in situations like this until we wait the air conditioner to warm up the house, right? And this gotta stop. But is the comfort the main thing about air conditioners? Did you know that air conditioners can control up to half of your energy bill? That's right, half of what you pay per month goes for your air conditioner. But don't worry, salvation is here. And it's a woman, and she's called Melissa. Melissa Climate is an ingenious piece of hardware that lets you control your air conditioner no matter where you are, all from your smartphone. Melissa works with all brands and models of air conditioners. No matter if you just bought an air conditioner or you have one 15 years old. It works. You can control all the functions of the air conditioners from the mobile application, including temperature control, mode control, and fan control. But you know, Melissa is actually super smart. She's not just a control device. Within 2 weeks, Melissa will pick your preferences. She'll know what temperature you like. She'll know when you come home from work and all those stuff. And she will make sure that at the end of the month, you will save up to 25% of the consumption of the air conditioner. That's right. Melissa is so smart that our tests show that she saves up to 25%. Okay, but enough about product. Let's talk about business. Real thing, right? We launched 2.5 months ago. We were completely sold out the first month. We produced our first batch and it sold in under a month. Then we produced our second batch and it's almost sold out as well. Currently we're producing a third batch. We are starting our sales in Spain and we just received a check for €500,000 investment for international expansion. What really excites me though is that we're talking with 2 Turkish companies, and that's actually an old presentation from just retail the device. They wanted to retail it. Right now they want to integrate the device within their air conditioners. So we're talking about a licensing deal here. They want to use our technology, our hardware technology, our software, our servers, all those things, and enable us to get into the air conditioner. We're talking with 2 factories in Turkey, and we're talking with 2 factories in Bulgaria that want to install our next product in, and it's a product that controls water heaters. It's basically, they produce water heaters and want to integrate the same technology that we already have into the water heaters. You know, Turkey may be big, it's one of the biggest markets in Europe, but not big enough. Only in the MAR countries alone, there are 32 million households with more than 1 air conditioner. What does it mean? We have clients that have bought 8 Melissas at once. In Bulgaria, air conditioners are frequently used for heating. So this guy, I know him. I mean, I didn't know him, but I phoned him and I was like, "Shit, dude, thank you for buying this much." He bought 8 Melissas. And why I believe we're the right people for the job? We have an awesome team. Those are the founders. We have been working together. We have been delivering together to companies such as Erste Bank in Austria, Bwin, Unico Insurance Group. We've been delivering products to them, and we're dedicated to delivering the best user experience to our customers. We care about them, we love them, because they love us as well. If you like our product, it's live. You could go to our website and buy it. And if you like the product and the people behind it, the company, here is our bank account. Thank you very much.
Questions?
Thanks a lot. Nice pitch.
Thank you very much.
You say you sold out 3 batches. That sounds very good.
2 batches, yeah.
2 batches? Is it batches of 5 or 5,000? What are we talking about?
The first batch was just 200 pieces. Which was a mistake. We should have made more. The second batch was 400 pieces and it's almost sold out as well.
Okay. So second question, I don't see any competition in there. Any of the slides?
Could you
Maybe
turn the presentation
Yeah,
once again?
it went black at one point. Maybe we missed it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's a backup slide.
It's a backup slide.
We have three main competitors. One of them is from Estonia, Germany, and Israel. All of them are selling at 3 times our price. Basically, why we're selling, by the way, the price is 59 euro. Again, our website, click buy. We want to be about 10% of what the air conditioners cost, okay? And those guys want to be half of it. That's the main differentiator. Yeah, the price, but the user experience and the traction we have is far greater than them.
Can you touch on the software roadmap and what's your defensibility over time?
On what, sorry?
On the software roadmap.
Software. Basically, we have the software. So Melissa is a very complex solution. It has hardware, it has server that hardware connects to, it has database, it has API, and of course it has an application and website. Basically, we made the application, it's ready now, and we are constantly adding new things to it. Different timers, different analytics, all those stuff. We just released our website for control of the air conditioner as well. So basically the roadmap for the software is that we constantly would like to improve it. The roadmap for the hardware and product-wise, however, is the following. We are currently working on our second product, which would be applicable for both new water heaters that want to, the producer wants to integrate it within the water heater, and applicable for existing water heaters. However, we want to extend even further, because the hardware that we have made can be very easily translated into something else, not only air conditioners.
Last remark, please.
So basically we're making a smart knob, smart twist for the radiators as well to cover bigger market. Thank you very much.
So like I said, hardware is hardware. The next startup, okay, the clicker is gone. The next startup is also in hardware. This time we have like a local team. The level is the same. They designed it, they manufactured it, and now they're actually shipping. So I invite on stage Symme 3D.
Thanks, Ai. Hi, everyone. It's a great honor for me to be able to present to you the product that I've been working on with an amazing teams of guys in Romania. Just a couple of numbers about us. We started a little below 9 months ago. We decided that we can put our fingerprint on a technology that's been used by many companies around the world, and we've been to a lot of competitions and a lot of expositions, and we have quite a lot of numbers and kind of a lot of good feedback from people that visited us. For example, we have over 5,000 likes on our Facebook page, which is quite amazing, considering that we didn't do any marketing whatsoever for this one. We have about 400,000 views on our 2 viral videos online. We have about 416 queued orders. Right now, this number is completely outdated because every day we are getting about 5 orders per day. The team is all local. We are all extremely specialized in our own field of industry. We've worked together to develop this amazing platform, and we're trying to go even further than that. The product is a Romanian 100% made product. It's every single aspect from engineering, from hardware, software, mechanics, everything's done in Romania with Romanian vendors and Romanian parts, predominantly Romanian parts. The market opportunity is going to be about $20 billion by 2020. I think we can get a good chunk out of this one. Siemens actually predicted that in 5 years, the 3D printing industry will get 4 times cheaper and 2 times cheaper and 4 times faster. We are there right now. We don't need to wait another 5 years to get there. So imagine what we can do in the next 5 years. Now, obviously, the 3D printing benefits, and I'm going to talk about a bit our customers, because we already are on the market. We launched 3 months ago, are obvious. I mean, the filament itself, it's green. It's made out of cornstarch. You can grind it up and you can re-extrude as many times as you want. 3D printing can benefit in manufacturing, in rapid prototyping. You can actually do like in automotive industry, you can print your product before you actually mass produce it. But the most important one is in the medicine. We actually have collaboration with doctors from all over the country, from hospitals, renowned hospitals, to 3D print anatomical organs. I actually have a doctor that brought me a heart, a 6-year-old heart from a girl that had a problem for which the surgeon wasn't able to determine the size of the tumor. So they actually 3D printed the heart itself, and the surgeon was able to test how deep it needs to go with the cutter in order for it not to create too much damage. They cut the surgery time by the anesthesia time by 25 minutes, which means that 75% less chances of developing brain problems based on the tests. Now this is the current state of the 3D printing industry. You need to know what you're doing in order to print something. You need to be able to change. You need to be able to change cables and whatnot in order to make it work. This is our product. Our product is the iPhone equivalent of 3D printers. We are using everything magnetic. You don't have to do pretty much anything. You don't have to know any mechanics, electronics, or whatnot in order for you to be able to use our product. It's extremely modular. You can mix and match all the tool heads that are available, over 10 different tool heads, all developed in-house. You can actually use it for much more than 3D printing. You can use it for laser etching or CNC milling for electronics. Key features, it's a delta-based system. It has no vibration, and we managed to do that quite nicely. It's extremely modular, and one of the important part is modularity. We have actually a drawer which contains the electronics, so you don't have to send me the printer in case it breaks down. You just send me the drawer, and I'm going to fix it for you because it's much easier and cheaper to actually ship. The revenue model is pretty straightforward. We are manufacturing them using vendors and parts from Romania. Whatever we cannot source, we make ourselves in our workshops. We have 2 workshops right now. There's no making video right now. Next one is the competition. We are right in between MakerBot, which is the market leader, and Tico, which is a really small 3D printer. And we are looking for 300,000 investment. Thank you very much.
Yes, a quick question on go-to-market. So there's a lot of promise for this technology, but what do you see as the first few verticals to really adopt this?
The first?
Few verticals, few industries.
Well, we are already selling to architects. They are already buying it to print their own scaled models of their homes. We are also selling into the advertising industry as well. That's actually the first market that actually approached us and wanted, okay, I want to buy the printer because I want to do this. Automotive industry, we have special orders for really big printers. For example, Continental actually ordered 6 times the size of this printer, and we are delivering it right now. Other than that, the medical industry, we've been talking to doctors, orthopeds, like surgeons. They really want to be able to 3D print the parts and practice on them, because it's really important for you not to go into a surgery unprepared. So other than that, also we can talk about a major improvement into the prosthetics. It's not an industry, but it's a prosthetics business, let's call it, for which obviously we're not going to make money out of it, but try to imagine a girl missing an arm, and having to pay 6,000 or 7,000 euros every 6 months. We can print that arm with 15 lei, which is like 3 euros.
Sure. Why do you have such a long queue of orders? What is the production time?
We started with a build log on specialized forums and groups on Facebook and social media. We actually try to engage as many people as possible to give us early feedback. And slowly they started, oh, this is actually a nice product. We actually want this one, and started to talk about us. And right now we have 416, almost $1 million worth of orders.
So when are you going to deliver?
We already started delivery. We delivered 15 printers in Bucharest, and 25 printers are going to Norway in a couple of weeks. We have 75 printers in progress right now. So that makes us about 150,000 euros worth of stock in the company.
Thank you.
Assets.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The products are different. The teams are very different. But one thing that you always see is the fact that all these people are extremely driven. So fun fact, the next guy who's gonna pitch here today, he's pitching on his birthday. So he's gonna be, he's turning 30 now, okay? So I invite on stage Gigalize.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Just before we start, my first experience being 30 is a sharp pain on my back, which has been going on since all morning. So if that's what 30 looks like, you guys can take it back. I don't really want it. So, okay, let's get this going. I'm Stefanos, I'm from Gigalize, and I'm going to talk to you about something exciting for us. I'm going to talk about music, and more specifically about live music. We know for a fact that for fans, for the people who are most excited about music, the difference between sitting at home and listening to music and going to a live concert is the difference between enjoying something and having the experience of a lifetime. So we want to give fans as many of these lifetime experiences as possible, and this is how we do it. People log on to our website, gigalize.com, and they can find campaigns that other users have created that aim to bring someone's favorite artist to their city. If they find one they like, they can support this gig and share it to their social media so it becomes even bigger. If they don't find a campaign they like, they can create one of their own and promote it so that it becomes big. Now, if this campaign becomes big enough, we consider it successful, and then we promote the results to promoters, venues, or even the artists if we have the chance. That way, we act as a pressure mechanism for more live shows to happen, shows that the people actually want. And this is actually something that has been going on for quite a while now, for years. People have been going on Facebook and Twitter, creating groups and hashtags that say, you know what, I want to bring this artist to my city. But we have a main difference. The Gigalize gives you tens of thousands of active music fans who are more likely to support your campaign, not just your friends and the friends of your friends. And even after that, even if your Facebook campaign is big enough, nobody's going to listen to you. You can do nothing with that number. We have a very extensive network of promoters and venues and managers all across Europe to whom we can communicate your results. And let's get something extremely straight right now. We do not get involved into the actual creating of the gig. We do not book dates, we do not book venues or artists. We don't do that because if we do that, we're never going to go global. We're always going to stay local because this is a very, very difficult process. What we aim to do is to connect, engage, and unite the voices of the fans under one common goal, for them to make gigs happen. What we've done so far, we have 155,000 users across Europe. Out of the 550 unique visitors on our website, we grow our user base by 10% every month, and we have 330 active campaigns on gigalize.com right now. We've also launched in 5 countries, including also Romania 2 days ago, and we've all done that in 12 months with 0 funding. Our dream, our vision is to go global with this thing, and this is something that's actually starting to become a reality because we have active users from 34 countries right now, and these are countries that we intend to penetrate as fast as possible. And let's talk a bit more about what we've actually done. We've had 43 successful campaigns right now on gigalize.com and 11 gigs that have actually happened through our influence with our own resources and with our own passion. No seed funding, no nothing. So let's talk a bit about gigs. Gigs are extremely important for artists right now. They're actually the only way for these guys to make money. You can forget about Spotify or anything else. I can quote Taylor Swift, who said, "Thank God I can still do live shows so that I can support myself and my band." And she's one of the biggest pop star names in the world right now. So this is where we come in with Gigalize Pro, the pro version of the website, which is actually our main revenue stream. Users, main artists, small and medium artists can utilize the Gigalize community to book more gigs for their bands. Up to now, we've had 32 artists who have signed up to our platform, and they pay us an average of 149 euros per month as a monthly fee. It has been going well, and it can go even better. We have major partnerships with the biggest promoters in the Balkans and major record labels like EMI and Sony Music in London. We have corporate sponsorships from Heineken, Coca-Cola, and Vodafone. And for 2016, we have some big projects coming up. We're going to be directly involved into the European tours of Coldplay and Bruce Springsteen. We're going to hit the biggest music festival that we have in Greece, and we're going to actually have the fans decide on the lineup of this festival for next year. This is huge for us. If this goes well, we're going to copy-paste the whole process to every major festival around Europe and the world. And we want to focus on doing more development and marketing and reach our 1 million users benchmark in the next 12 to 16 months. Our team is very strong. We are very experienced people in our fields. It's George, me, and Chris in sales, in marketing, sales, and technology. We have a very strong team that supports us. We chose these people not only based on their experience and their willingness, to work on a startup, but because they are passionate about music. We know for a fact that people, music fans, are extremely passionate about music, and they're gonna go the extra mile to see their favorite artists perform live in their city. So go to gigalize.com, sign up for a campaign, support it, and help us, help people make more gigs happen. Thank you so much. By the way, sorry about the fonts. Some of the fonts are freaking Macs now.
Okay, any questions?
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, very cool. And amazing you got so far without any funding.
Yeah, like zero funding.
So just to understand fully, like there's two business models, right? There's
Yep.
the, how much do you make on the gigs themselves, the 11 that already happened?
All right, the revenue that we had from the 11 gigs were from the corporate sponsorships that we had. So we, okay, this is a totally different story. This did not become through Gigalize Pro. It's actual gigs that happen through our influence, right? So they paid us, the big companies, to have a presence on the campaigns and on the sites, an average of 500 euros per site, per gig that they had actually presence at. Our other revenue stream, Gigalize Pro, is something that we launched 2 months ago, and this is a subscription-based revenue stream for artists that bring us, that pay us a monthly subscription. We've raised from that around 2,500 euros in the past few months, the past 2 months that we've launched Gigalize Pro. So these are two totally separate things.
So you're not pre-selling tickets, actually. You're just gathering social interest.
Okay. Our third revenue stream, which we have not developed enough, is ticketing systems, affiliation for ticketing systems. We didn't do that because the average commission that you get for a ticket is around 50 cents per ticket. And the work to do that is very, very hard. We thought that it is not really worth our time to try, to sell, cross-sell tickets to our community for a margin of the conversion that we can get them for 50 cents per ticket that may be sold through us or not. We try to focus, on the B2B side, which is the Artist Pro version of the websites and corporate sponsorships. It seems to be working well by now.
Yeah, quick question. How do you plan to acquire the artists at scale? Like, how will you reach them?
All right. This is directly involved, with how we penetrate a new market. The first thing that we do is we contact the fan clubs of the biggest bands that are in a certain, in a new country. After we do that, we get many people on our websites who are registered users. That means that we grow our user base in another country. We focus on that. After that, we communicate with each artist, small and medium artists for the Gigalize Pro, on their Facebook page with major record labels like EMI and Sony Music who sign up their artists to us, not their biggest names, obviously, like their smaller and medium names for now. So we go, it's a sales process with sales leads following Facebook, following Twitter and everything. This is how we do it right now. We hope to get to a stage where artists are actually going to start coming to us, rather us going
Closing
to them.
remark?
For me?
I think that was it.
No, make it happen. Go to Orisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do have some more pitches and some more startups in the second stage, in the startup stage, room 10, that you can go and see in 10 minutes. Just a quick mention, we're going to come back here also in the context of the startups at 4 or a quarter to 4 to announce the winners. And Irina's going to tell you more about what's going to happen.
Thank you, George. Thank you, everybody. So it's time for a break, but don't hurry. Let me tell you a little bit what's going to happen next. First and foremost, we'll be back here at 12:15, and we're going to have a series of 3 product talks on product launch, product growth, and organizing your product team. In the same time, the startup stage is starting. In room 10, there will be startup pitches and panels for startups. And in Studio Lounge 1, we have the SD Expert session starting at 12 with Jonathan Strong from Softlayer and starting at 12:30 with the guys from Palantir. There's a lot happening. You may choose wherever you want to be, and see you around at coffee. Enjoy.